Hello and welcome back to Dragon Quest Ball Tutorials. I am KoichiGZ, and in this video we are going to go over the new rare elite enemy that is going to be Kragon. So with this particular elite enemy, his main weaknesses are going to be Boggy, Dorma, and Eo. But for this, I actually want to use in Dorma based team. So since we've actually been using this team for the summer event, so here pretty much maybe going to be slightly different from the previous team that I used, but over here I'm going to have a ninja equipped with the Enchanted Ribbon, so that's actually going to work out quite well for this particular battle, especially with the status effects that it can use. So definitely with Blind Shot, you can use that on Kragon, and then also with Confusion and Charm, that can actually be used on the two enemies that actually accompany him. Then here I'm going to have my High Priest, of course, equipped with the Angel Rod, so that's going to actually be quite good for healing and also for charming the enemies. Over here with my God Hand, I'm going to have on the Guardian Spirit's Battle Flute, so this is going to do some pretty good damage to a single enemy. So hopefully I will be able to take Kragon down as quickly as possible. And then over here I'm going to have my my Archmage equipped with the Heavenly Dark Lord staff. I decided to actually equip the leggings for the Monster Master rather than the actual leggings for the Dark Overlord duo, but mainly because I can get some better damage with this. But this actually does work out quite well. So if you want to know more about this team, you can look down in the video description down below. But now I want to actually go over this new rare elite enemy. So going to be found in the event portal, and then right here we're going to have Kragon. So with Kragon is going to be aquatic type enemy, around 140,000 HP, 2 to 3 actions per turn. Weaknesses, like I said, Boggy, Dorma, and Eo. So his main or strongest ability is going to be a Kaiten Kogeki, which is going to be spin attack. So that does around 360 physical damage to all characters. After that, he's going to have Shokushu Rendam, which is going to be Tentacle Barrage. So this does 6 attacks to random characters for around 150 damage each. After that, he's going to have Bakuretsuken Raging Fist. So that does 4 physical attacks to random characters for around 180 damage each. Then he's going to have a Shokushu Kogeki, which is Tentacle Attack. That does 2 physical attacks to one character for around 280 damage each. He's also going to have a Mahiro, which does around 290 Hado spell damage to all characters. Hiroruko, which again does around 120 Hado spell damage to all characters. And he's also going to have a regular attack that does around 300 physical damage to one character. After that, one of the other enemies that he's going to be joined by is going to be a Poison Lizard. So Poison Lizard is also an aquatic type enemy. It's going to have around 94,000 HP, 1 action per turn. Weaknesses here are going to be Eo, Dorma, then Boggy. So its main ability is going to be Daichi Yurashi, which is going to be Earth Tremble. So this does around 180 physical damage to all characters with the chance to knocking them down. After that, it's going to have Amaiki, Sweet Breath, which casts Sleep on all characters. He's going to have Sand Breath, which does around 240 Jabardia breath damage to all characters. Then he's going to have a Konnan Kogeki, which is Confusion Attack. So that does around 170 physical damage to one character with a chance to confuse them. It's also going to have a Moldoku no Kiri, which is Strong Poison Mist, which is going to be which inflicts strong poison on all characters. Then it's also going to have a regular attack that does around 200 physical damage to one character. Then the final enemy also in this particular battle is going to be the Killer Crab, also an aquatic type enemy, has around 100,000 HP, 1 action per turn. Weaknesses Eo, Dorma, Boggy. So it's one of the abilities that it can do is by Kirito, which increases attack by 2 ranks. So that's actually going to be quite dangerous if it pulls that off and gives it to Kragon. So Kragon will actually be able to do a lot more damage with by Kirton. It's also going to have Hyaruruko, which does around 170 Hado spell damage to all characters. A Magic Barrier, which increases spell resistance for allies by 1 rank. Then it's going to have a Skuruto, which raises all allies' defenses by 1 rank. Then it's going to have a Raniho, which inflicts sleep on 1 character. And it's going to have Neo Udachi, which is stand firm, so that takes all damage meant for its allies unto itself for 1 turn. So things of note for here, using protective shield on your characters is definitely recommended, pretty much because of the poison lizard's various status effects that it uses for its attacks. So if you pretty much, once the poison lizard is defeated, you don't need to worry too much about having protective shield on. If you take out the poison lizard or killer crab first, Kragon will gain an additional action, so it must be defeated as soon as possible. And then after killing killer crab, after killer crab uses stand firm, you can defeat it as soon as possible before it uses Bite Kirtle on Kragon, so that's definitely something that you want to do as well. And it's also easy to inflict illusion on Kragon, and easy to inflict charm and confusion on the other 2 enemies for this battle, so definitely that might be something I might be doing. And then equip souls and equipment that give you extra damage or resistances to aquatic enemies. So that's going to be what I'm doing for this particular video. I'm going to actually do this without a support character, just to see how well I do, but I should be able to get through this. So with that said, here we go. Okay, so here we go with this battle. So pretty much what I first want to do is use protective shield on all my characters. And that should be it for all my characters with protective shield. Magic barrier, that's fine. So here, going to go ahead and attack. So here, going to go ahead and use Stemmy. So here, I don't want to waste that, so I'm going to go ahead and use Enchanted Magical Echoes. So another spell, and possibly also another echo as well. We'll see what happens. No echo there. Oof. So actually here, what I'm going to do, rather than do heal up, I'm going to actually use Skata. That could backfire with my God Hand. Very much so now. We'll see what happens. Actually, yeah, I should be okay here. But I need to take out that killer crab or make sure it doesn't do its next turn. So what I'm going to have to do is go ahead. Attack there. And Shadowbound. Good. So here, going to go ahead and use Magical Awakening. Here, going to go ahead and use Guardian Impact on Kragon. So 15,000 damage. And pretty much going to heal up with Ultra Hustle Dance. Okay, hopefully my God Hand can survive this next. Ooh, okay. Just barely. But good enough. So here, going to go ahead. So probably next round what I'll do is I'll probably actually use Roar to have greater intimidation on Kragon. But here, what I'll do is I'll go ahead and cast here. And here, what I think I'm going to do, I think I'm actually just going to go ahead and use Dew. Yeah, that probably was the better choice. Especially I had God Guard there, and that attack there. So here I'm going to go ahead and use the Roar. And here, going to use Guardian Impact, so hopefully there's some good damage. So 18,000 damage close to 19, so that actually does really help. And I get a charm on, okay, the Poison Lizard, so that's actually okay. Okay, so here, going to go ahead and attack. So here, going to use Guardian Impact. So hopefully this does some pretty good damage. We'll see. Okay, 31,000. That's actually quite good. So here, going to go ahead, heal up. And okay, good. A Saint Echo. And with the charm on, again on the Poison Lizard. Ooh, but Poison Lizard is actually back to normal. There goes Squirtle. But I should be okay because Kragon is actually almost down. So here, going to use again Guardian Impact. Let's see what happens here. Still alive. Let's see what happens here. Kragon's still alive. So here what I'll do is I will go ahead and use Ultra Hustle Dance again. But my guess is probably the next round Kragon will be taken down. Magic Berry, that's fine. So here, going to go ahead, Blinding Shot. And there, got a nice Shadow Bind there. So here, going to go ahead, attack. And Guardian Impact. And Kragon is now down. So here, going to do Ultra Hustle Dance, and pretty much from here on out, I think, yeah, I should be able to have no problem using going auto battle. So yeah, yeah, especially since both of these characters are under 50% health, this should actually work out no problem. So what I'll do here with my High Priest is actually use Blade Dance to increase my attack power. Ooh, but there goes poison, not poison, but confusion attack. Here what I'll do is I'm going to actually go ahead and use Sexy Beam. I'll use it on Poison Lizard. So 8,000 there. Here what I'll do. Actually, I'm going to go ahead heal up. So here with my character, I'm going to actually go ahead and use a bell and going to attack the poison lizard since it is almost down. Sand breath, no problem. But there, poison lizard is now down. So now all I have left is the killer crab, so this should be pretty much done. Yeah, killer crab doesn't actually have any super major attacks, so I'm going to go ahead and use blade dance again. So pretty much I think the next round I should be able to take out the killer crab. Let's see what happens with this attack here. Yep, down. Okay. So Kragon is a red soul, and here I got a C. Okay, so with that battle, things actually went quite well. I was actually able to prevent the killer crab from using Baikirita on Kragon, so that really helped me out with the battle, and taking out Kragon first was really probably the best strategy I could do, since it's the only one that actually has multiple attacks, but it does take some time. But things actually did work out with this team. With this particular battle, this was actually, I want to say, my 4th or even 5th attempt at this particular battle. There's a big difference when you're not using a support character. A support character would actually really help out a lot, but I wanted to try to see what I could do without a support character here. But with that said, what I want to do is go over the S Grade Soul of the Kragon. So that's going to be found right over, let's see, right here. So Kragon, like I said, is going to be a red soul. So with red souls, the main stats are going to be in your strength. So this is a whopping 134 in your strength, so that's actually the best one that you have. It's top in terms of, this soul's top in terms of having strength as the highest basic stat. Then besides that, your agility is going to be at 95 and dexterity at 91, so those are going to be your highest stats there. Then for the abilities, you're going to have plus 13% damage to dragons, plus 8% damage to elementals, plus 7% to weapon and physical technique skill damage if it's raining, and then plus 5% Jabaria resistance. So this is actually a pretty good soul, especially if you're going to be attacking dragons, I would say. So definitely something you can use for the alchemy journey coming up on the 13th. So I'm going to go ahead and lock this in. So with that said, I'm going to end this video here. I will be making videos on the Boggy and also EO teams for this particular elite enemy, but probably I will use a support character with that particular battle. So when that said, I'm going to end this video here. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like. If you'd like to see more, please subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.